As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're good at that!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. Alright. My assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo-woo! That's why we're here! Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else! Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul in Teyvat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're a fool if you think you found Teyvat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Teyvat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha-ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here, we'll go fetch him. I bet Xiangli is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Xiangli, there you are!
Oh, here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you! Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore!
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Stop being so modest, young Lee. Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
Listen, let me tell you how it is.
That's not being honest. That's just plain stupid.
Adventurer, you can last a round against me.
Uncle Dai, we're back!
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Hyman doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh, so you say. Wait till my guy gets here, then we'll see. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun-jun. Young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman...
Huh?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang Li. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I am sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhang Li wins, he's the assistant. If Zhang Li loses... never mind. Zhang Li won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kun-jun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhang Li, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now that's a rare treasure.
Such a detailed description, almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
Well, if Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone, follow me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them. This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners had disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground. We left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Over here! What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh, that seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know. Kunjun, what are you...
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment. Okay.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard. What's he up to?
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine. It looks like a child.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a little odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do...
Amazing! So you can find out everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly, they'd vanished. Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too. Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Dai.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kunjun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child that took your men away.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a child.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right, me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe...
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kun?
Ah, apologies. I'm...
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often...
In fact, I've been...
Oh, Pud?
It sounded... Perhaps if I can...
I see.
Really?
Think nothing of.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the...
Great! Let's have a... tracks here. These must have been left by the miner.
Let us make our way to...
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! Wind, hear me! Go as planned!
It would appear that they made their way through Link.
If we follow their foot...
There is no escape! Teamwork is strength! Barely a scratch!
Nice and spicy!
should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there. Have you...
A miner.
Hello.
Stop bothering.
Jeez. Whatever.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
You can't run! Well,
Everybody stand back!
I see through you! Don't be a killjoy! We've already just begun! You can't run! Well, looks like I went too far.
Hey there. Seen any miners?
It must have been about...
Yeah.
4 or 5.
It was so strange.
Huh.
I caught a glimpse...
And they...
Yes, they...
Let's go after... More footprints. There's a person over there.
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Go and splash! Insolent illusion! Go and splash! I swear by my sword! Go and My name is...
Huh?
my...
Yeah, we're looking... Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Ling... I was in a hurry.
I think that's all we...
I hope it's useful. I'd better get...
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds, what?
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha!
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They followed this road. I suppose it isn't.
It's a good thing we...
It feels like...
Be that as it may. or fully grown.
Oh, you're quite right.
That's not all. We have encountered...
Great!
I left a mark in...
Clever thinking.
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance,
Should we...
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering.
it seems that there's a camp nearby.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor.
Paimon heard him talking about digging for...
It's certainly a possibility.
Are these... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought...
How?
So he was... But if they didn't...
Unless something...
Ugh! Paimon's had an...
Oh, wait a moment.
What is it?
Something...
As I mentioned, I was so happy. These are some crystals.
It's beautiful.
But of course. And this one is... Huh? It is...
On the contrary, but... Thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. Oh, I see more rocks.
You sure...
Ores are the crystals. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set up.
Rest easy. Oh, however...
Huh?
Traveler,
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority...
Elemental
Dragonfall...
Cool.
And yet they are... Why is it then?
Yeah. If he knew... Weird.
There are those in the mining...
Ulterior...
A conclusion that is... Don't forget, we're drawing close when you're well rested. We should ensure...
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results?
There are many... Then again, the memories of ore can shift... Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any...
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive...
That makes sense.
Indeed. Wow. Such an immense tree.
And there's so...
This ancient... Let's conduct... All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything?
Well, there is this stone...
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let... Oh! This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. Not...
Whatever. If you don't try...
You think so?
When is Paimon... Wait a minute.
All of you.
Huh? Quick, let...
This has been newly...
Is that a voice come...
Compose yourself. There is an unusual... Listen.
The missing miners are here.
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate! Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal first. What do we do? We can't hurt them. What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive on my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, H-Down, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine. Cowardly insect!
Rise! Crumble! Stabilize!
From rock to dust. Sooner or later.
Quake!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Why do they never miss?
Crumble! Stabilize!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Quake!
Fisher!
Rise! Crumble! Order guide you!
Be crushed!
Rise!
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Crumble! Stabilize.
Shine down!
Quake! There's no atonement for 1,000 years of pain! Crumble!
We go!
Quake!
Adventure time!
Rise! Fisher! Nothing to fear! Solidify!
Barbados, guide us.
Shifting Morax! You think you can destroy me?
There is no escape!
Be crushed!
Full as blood!
Stabilize! Fisher! Quake! The enraged earth will not absolve you! Emergency.
Full as blood!
Shine down!
Nice and spicy! Going in!
Quake! This is order! Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ajdaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Ajdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ajdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, Traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ajdaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Azhdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Azhdaha.
So there are two Ashdahas?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax, and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient...
There would be no harm.
Azhdaha. The memories of rocks do not erosion. Azhdaha.
What would you expect?
This much is true. In the beginning, erosion. Morax. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Azhdaha and Morax.
No.
I am the remnant.
No.
Morax.
A lord over.
You forgot yourself. That which you have all powers under heaven. Rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as... Strange.
You are spent in the wilderness. Snow...
No!
Perhaps it isn't.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied?
I had to make him... So...
I do.
Well...
As you please.
I never did.
I hardly...
And yet...
Your power is... Shall we get going?
Surely the...
Indeed.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three. Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those 3 miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ezda. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ezda, I am no longer the Geo-Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded. That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will...
I do not pretend.
Were it not so,
You've brought a smile.
that day in the
A heart of stone.
you chose just...
The movements of...
Hence, do not forget, old friend.
Thank you.
My life is...
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't...
Whoa.
In fact, we have... He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Azhdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Azhdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me, towards Liyue, towards life. He was willing to be sealed away. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles. But I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it... I must thank...
No worries!
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah! So, he told us about Zhongli.
Why?
You can't even
I understand.
You mean...
It was signed You two are friends to me.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears There are many of... They have been eroded, but you are capable... Those who come to... If you take the same road as that person... This tablet was a... It's a shame. There is a fine line.